Everyone says that being a good speaker is the key to persuading people, and that's partly true. Speaking well is important, but here's the real secret. Sometimes the real power lies in staying silent. Today, I want to share with you the hidden power of silence. Why do people who speak less often leave a stronger impression? How can a simple smile sometimes have more impact than a long speech? In this video, we'll uncover the secret behind silence. 1. Silence means value. When we try to impress someone, we often make the mistake of thinking that the more we talk, the more effective we'll be. But people don't remember how much you talk. They remember how much you listened. Think about it. You're talking and talking, explaining yourself. What does the other person think? Is he really listening to me? But when you stay quiet and give them your full attention, they feel, I matter. I'm being listened to. I'm important here. That feeling is far more powerful than any clever thing you could say. 2. Talking too much reveals weakness. Have you noticed? People who talk too much eventually start talking about things they don't actually know about. At that point, their lack of depth becomes obvious. The more you talk, the more you expose your weaknesses. However, when you speak less, you create an air of mystery. Mystery creates charisma. So here's the rule. If you don't know enough about a subject, don't pretend to. Stay silent, because silence makes you appear deeper, stronger, and more in control. 3. The secret to looking wise. Quiet people are often seen as wise. You see this in documentaries, in leaders, and in everyday life. Some leaders even take a vow of silence for weeks. They don't talk, they just listen. People around them think, wow, this person must be incredibly deep, maybe even spiritual. But is that the truth? They might not be that deep at all, but silence creates the illusion of wisdom. It's something you can use in your own life too. 4. The therapist's silence. In psychology, there's a technique known as the therapist's silence. Imagine this. A client shares something important. You ask, how did that affect you? They say, oh, it didn't affect me at all. You stay silent. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds. The silence grows and the other person becomes uncomfortable. Then, almost without realizing it, they start to open up. Well, maybe it did affect me. Actually, it was really hard. Suddenly, the emotions they had been hiding come to the surface. That's the power of silence. It makes people talk. You'll notice this in job interviews and conversations too. You answer a question and the other person says nothing, immediately making you feel the urge to fill the silence. That's where the silence game begins. 5. Don't talk too much about your dreams. Another important point to consider is your goals and dreams. People who talk too much about their dreams often never act on them. This is because when you talk about your dream, your brain releases a small dose of the reward hormone. You feel a little excited and satisfied. However, this satisfaction actually reduces the energy you need to take real action. So don't tell everyone about your biggest goals. Talk less, do more. Let your actions speak louder than your words. 6. Using silence to create impact. When someone asks you a question, don't rush to answer. Pause, look them in the eye, stay silent for 10 to 15 seconds, then give your answer. You'll see that saying the same sentence after a pause makes it 10 times more powerful. Silence creates curiosity. Waiting makes your words more valuable. Remember this, The fewer words you use, the more valuable your message will be. The more you explain, the less seriously you're taken. But the fewer, sharper words you use, the greater your impact. 7. The magic of silence. So, to conclude, silence is listening. Silence creates mystery. Silence makes you appear wise. It is a hidden tool that makes others open up. Silence protects your dreams and motivates you to take action. Silence can also make you more powerful and charismatic. Sometimes all you need to do is smile and stay silent. Thank you for listening. If you'd like to support me, please consider subscribing. Remember, sometimes the most powerful words are the ones left unsaid.